have to do the exercise 3.4. Okay, because we learn all the types of the parallelogram, all the types of equilaterals, and all the shapes, diagonals, rectangular and concave, convex, polygons, and all the shapes. Now we have to do this exercise 3.4. So let's get start from the solution, or maybe you can you have to solve this exercise whole on your notebook. Okay, you just don't have to write the each question, you can just mention the question number 1 part A. Okay, state whether true or false. We have to give the option that is a false or a true. Okay, so all the rectangles are squares. All the rectangles are squares? No. Why? This is a false situation. Now you have to write the answer as well. You have to give the reasons. Now how you will do that? You have to set your page like this. Exercise 3.4, question number 1, part A. You just have to write the answer. Okay, not the whole statement. Like this is the statement, first one, which is false. And what is the reason? That all squares are rectangle, but all rectangles are not square. All, understood?
Yes, sir.
All rectangles. Yes.
Why can't be rectangle squares also?
Because the squares can be a rectangle. We can just increase the size, we can just shape the square in a rectangle, but all rectangles cannot be square. Okay, all the squares are rectangle, but all the rectangles are not squares. So this is a false statement. Okay, done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now what is the next statement? Next statement.
All rhombus are parallelogram. It's true.
All rhombuses are parallelogram. Yes, it is true. And what is the reason? Opposite sides of rhombus are equal and parallel to each other. Okay, can you write it down?
We don't write definition for true statements in exams.
Okay.
But for false statements.
Okay, so you can write the true. So for the B part, there is true. Okay.
All squares are rhombus and also rectangles. True.
True. Yes, C is also true.
All squares are not parallelograms.
False. All squares are parallelograms because they are parallel with each other, the angles and the sides.
Okay.
No. They ask false. All squares are parallelogram as opposite sides are equal and parallel. Okay, this says all squares are not parallelogram. This is a false statement. All squares are parallelogram. So D is a false.
All squares are parallelogram because they are parallel to each other.
Yes, from their opposite sides. E part. All kites are rhombus? No.
Are parallel because they are parallel to their opposite side.
Yes.
To their opposite sides.
Done?
Yes. All kites are rhombus. True.
Yes. No. All kites does not have all sides of same length. Kites are not kite. There is a difference between kites and rhombus. We learned this in the previous class. Did we?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this is the E is a false statement. Done.
False because
A kite does not have all sides of same length.
okay, I'm done.
Okay. Now for the F part. In F part, they ask all the rhombuses are kites. Yes, when we look at the shape of all the kites are not rhombus, but rhombus can just look like a kite. So this statement is true. A rhombus also have two distinct consecutive pairs of sides of equal length. So F part is true.
Okay, ma'am. G.
Yes,
All
G.
parallelograms are trapeziums.
Yes, true. All parallelograms have a pair of parallel sides.
Okay.
For the H part now.
All squares are trapeziums.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, they are. Because all squares have a pair of parallel sides.
Okay, ma'am. Identify all quadrilaterals that have four sides of equal length. It's square, right?
Yes, that is. No. Four sides of equal length. A square and the rhombus as well. Rhombus and square are the quadrilaters that have the four sides of equal length. And four right angles.
Okay, ma'am. फिर डॉक्टर करना चाहते हैं
So for the B part,
B part four right angles. That is also square, right?
and rectangle, both square and rectangle.
Okay. How does rectangle work?
Rectangle, can you just look the shape? This is the square, okay, and this is the rectangle. Look, 90 angle, 90 angle, 90 angle, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, all the 90s. That's why. What does that mean? Right angle. Right angle means there is an angle 90.
Okay, ma'am.
So can we do the question number 3?
Yes.
Explain how a square is a quadrilateral. A square is a quadrilateral since it has four sides. Okay? You can write.
It has four sides.
Yes, because it has four sides.
B.
So for the B is square is a parallelogram because its opposite sides are parallel to each other. Because its opposite sides are parallel to each other. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
So for the third part, a square is a rhombus because its four sides
Its four sides
are of the same length.
are of the same length.
Done?
Okay.
A square is a rectangle because each interior angle measure is 90.
Okay.
Each interior angle measures 90.
Okay.
Now for the question number 4. Name the quadrilaterals whose diagonals bisect each other. I guess that if we draw like the diagonals, if I just draw square, bisect each other, rectangular, bisect each other. So we have the name parallelogram, rhombus, square, and the rectangle. We have 4 names: rhombus, square, rectangle, and parallelogram.
Rhombus, square,
Rectangle and parallelogram.
B.
So the question B for a parallelogram. So I'll explain how a square is a name the quadrilateral whose diagonals are perpendicular bisectors of each other. Perpendicular. Rhombus, square.
Rhombus and square. C. Are equal. Now quadrilaterals whose diagonals are equal. Can it be square?
Yes, for the third part are equal, like rectangle and square. These two.
Right.
Done.
Yes.
Now question number 5.
Explain why a rectangle is a convex quadrilateral.
Yes, why a rectangle is a convex quadrilateral?
Because it's all the edges of the rectangle are pointing outwards.
Yes.
Right?
So you can write the answer in a rectangle. In a rectangle,
Yes, ma'am.
there are 2 diagonals
Yes, ma'am.
both laying
Yes, ma'am.
in the interior of the rectangle. It's mean the diagonals that are present inside the picture, inside the equilateral, that should be a convex quadrilateral. Interior of rectangle, here it is a convex quadrilateral.
But then isn't concave inwards and convex outwards?
Yes. No, they just about ask why a rectangle is a convex quadrilateral. So we have to answer according to the interior and exterior. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So can we move to the next question? Question number 6. Read the question number 6.
ABC is a right angle triangle and O is the midpoint of the side opposite to the right angle. Explain why O is
Equidistant.
from A, B and C.
Yes. So this is a right angle triangle, a whole square rectangle. Yes, this is a rectangle in which we have two different right angle triangles. O is the midpoint, but the O is equidistant. Equidistance matlab the distance of O to B, O to A, O to C is equidistance. The dotted lines are drawn additionally to help you. Okay, so we have VOC first triangle, OAC as the second triangle. So they just ask, for example, draw lines AD and DC such that AD and DC is parallel. AD and BC. AD and BC, these two lines are parallel with each other. Basically the triangle, the given figure, they just draw these two things like this. The dotted line, they draw there as advance. The triangles are just these two, okay?
Okay.
The dotted line are just for the helping you to understand the picture. So this is O, this is A, this is B, this is C. So they just increase this like this and this and put the dotted lines, okay? So there is a D. Now here we can say that AD is parallel to BC, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
This is the first thing. Now after the parallel lines, so we have AD and BC, and we also have the AB and DC. If these two are parallel, it means these two are also parallel with each other, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
AB is parallel with DC, okay? These 2 points, and after these 2 points, AD is equal to BC. If they are parallel, it means that they are equal in length, okay? It means that they are equal with each other. AD is equal to BC, and the AB is equal to DC. Got it?
Yes.
So the ABCD is a rectangle as opposite sides are equal and parallel to each other, and all the interior angles are 90. This is the first point. Okay. In a rectangle, diagonals are all of equal length and also these bisector of each other. So AO is equal to OC, B is equal to OD. So O is the equidistance from point A, B and C. The if we just prove the whole rectangle, so if I just prove the whole rectangle, it means that the point we have shown as a dotted, that is just an explanation. If these are all equal, it means that if these are all equal, it means that this original diagram is must be equal, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so after this you have to write A, B, C, D is a rectangle
AD equals to BC. Now I should start from writing from AD equals BC, right?
this page from this page. You don't have to draw the picture, but these two lines, or you can just say that if these are parallel, then they must be equal with each other, okay?
I was writing that one.
Okay. I just move for the explanation.
Yeah, I'm done, ma'am.
Done? Can I move?
Yes, ma'am.
Now start from here. You have to speak while you are writing.
As opposite sides are equal and parallel to each other, and also easier and angles are mainly
Done? Yes, done, Sukena.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so continue after this. In rectangle,
In rectangle, ma'am, it's for the same question, right?
yes, it's for the same question. Diagonals are of equal length and also these bisect each other, and also these bisect each other. So you can write AO is equal to OC is equal to BO is equal to OD. Hence, O is equidistance from A, B and C.